Hello everyone, welcome to the second video from the Olympiad series. So today we are going to see 4 different questions from the grade 7 IMO, that is the Olympiad paper. So let us straight go to the first question on the top left here. We see this looks like a right angle, correct? Because it is L shape, and now this angle is given to be 72. They are asking the value of x. So obviously we will do 90 minus 72, which is 18. That will be the answer for this question. Going to the right. If a polygon has 15 sides, what is the sum of its interior angles? There is a formula for this. For any polygon, when the number of sides are given, we can find the sum of the interior angles, which is n minus 2 into 180 degree. Here n is 15, where it's the number of sides. So 15 minus 2 is 13 into 180. 18 tens are 180. 18 threes are 54. So 2340 should be the answer for this question. So this is a simple formula that we'll have to remember. Coming to the question on the bottom left here. Maria wants to know what brand of mobile phone is the most popular. What measure of central tendency is the most appropriate to use? Now, we should understand that central tendency is when in statistics, when we are collecting data, doing a survey or something, we'll have to find various averages and all that. Mean, median, mode, all these are different types of averages. And we'll have to decide which particular average to go with depending on the scenario. Data is a very general statement, so obviously option D is not the answer. Now, mean and median are more into, they analyze the value of the data. First, we'll have to understand what continuous data and what discrete data is in statistics. Continuous data is data that you can measure. Discrete data is data that you can count. So imagine you're taking the height of students of a certain class, or you're measuring the weight of, vegetables in a farm. So height, weight, all this you can measure, right? Height will be like 4 feet, 3 feet, 5.1, something like that. So they have values. Weight also 12 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg. Whereas if you want to know in one day at a particular hour, how many cars went through a particular toll. So there you are counting the number of cars. You're not actually measuring something. So that kind of data is discrete data. So if you want to know what brand of mobile phone is the most popular, mean means you add all the measurements and divide by the number of items. Median, you will have to calculate cumulative frequency and see where the middle item is and get the class interval appropriate to that. Mode is the most frequently repeating data, which means whichever was the highest occurring one, the one that has maximum frequency. So here, if you want to know what brand of mobile phone is the most popular, what can you do? You can just take a survey of which particular brand has made maximum sales or sold out in great numbers over the past week or the past month. So whether it's Apple or Android, and in Android, whether it is Samsung or OnePlus or Vivo, it's like that. So obviously that is sales and you count. So here, definitely mode would be the most appropriate measure to use. I hope that was clear. Coming to the last question on the bottom right. Debbie can assemble 7 music books in 4 minutes. At this rate, how many music books can she assemble in 2 hours? This is a simple proportion question and it is direct proportion. Because obviously when you're given more time, you can do more work. You can assemble more books. So when one quantity increases, the other also increases. It is definitely direct variation or direct proportion. So 4 minutes, 7 books. 2 hours, how many? It's the question. So in 1 minute, always find for unit. How many? 7 by 4. If 1 minute is 7 by 4, 2 hours amounts to 120 minutes. 2 into 60 should be whatever you can do in 1 minute into that 120. So conveniently cancel. 30 into 7, 210 should be the answer. There are other quick ways to arrive at the answer depending on how good your mental math is. 4 minutes, she does 7 books. In 1 hour, which is 60 minutes, there are 15 4 minutes, correct? 15 into 4 is 60. So, which means 15 into 7, 105 she can do in 1 hour. Obviously, in 2 hours, it should be the double, 210. So there are several ways you can come up with the answer. I hope that was clear. I will see you all in another video. Thank you.